problems, drama. That's not the nature of the design. Of course, we can create that. We can make it like that if we have this attitude and feeling as if we know everything and don't want any surprises and kind of always continuing to project these ideas of what's going to happen. And, oh, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to work out like that. And it's like, what a downer. What did you, like, you really just sapped the energy out of your own blessings, out of your own miracle. Grounding yourself is necessary. Taking a step back and not allowing this voice in your head to commandeer the entirety of your experience. This is the voice of arrogance or ignorance. The divine masculine got to relax sometimes so it can be efficient in its work when the energy is allocated to the mind identity for decision making. This is how we use the divine masculine, how we work with the divine masculine versus just continuing to entertain and feed energy into this dialogue of expectation and what's going to happen. And I know this, I know that. We see things and people talk to us about certain things and we got this, oh, I know, I read that, I know, yeah, I saw that, I know. This is all the ego mind does. This is exactly how it talks. Anytime somebody starts saying anything close to something that you've already read or learned or class, or you already got a statement or response ready. Oh yeah, I know I did this in 1980 such and such, and this is just ego talking. That's what meditation is for. Calming that voice down and taking a step back and allowing life to speak with us. Allowing the heart to speak with us each and every day. Beyond how much we think we know and how much or how old we are and how long we've been into spiritual stuff. And so you just reveal the level of grounding necessary. When that information is not embodied, there's a need or this, I don't know, like it just feels like it needs to state a bunch of credentials to everyone. Oh yeah, I done. Sit down. It's just like the dude on Martin. Sit your ass there. Stop. Relax. Counting years, counting books, counting information, counting knowledge. This is all ego stuff. Collecting information in order to feel present. Wise. Wisdom is in your kindness and being the embodiment of all this loving information that you've ingested intellectually. Be the embodiment of that information versus flaunting a bunch of articulations. God feels like compassion. God feels like kindness. Sit down, James. Great tripping. You'll have me up in here acting crazy. Hold on, let's not do that. Let it all go. Cultivate more ideas. Cultivate more ideas. If you cultivate those ideas, right, just cultivating ideas beyond analysis and trying to figure out how things are going to work in preparation of things so you can feel safe. Because usually when we're preparing for things, we just desire to feel safe. And feeling safe is all about us being in the heart space, us grounding ourselves. When you ground yourself, you know that you're safe. When you're in your mind identity, and you're constantly projecting and predicting and attempting to analyze things or prepare for the nature of the timeline, you're, once again, in your head, which, of course, is always going to be susceptible to fear. So we feel as if we need to prepare for that which we do not want to happen. feeling as if we're sharp enough to be ahead of the curve, head of the game. Or I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to destroy, and it was going to be a bunch of bombs and such and such and such. So I done prepared all the food I need because it's going to be crazy out here. So, you know, I done... It's like... Everyone has their path. Everyone has their guidance. And of course, this guidance is intelligent. It's just that it's necessary for us to take our power back and recognize we are responsible for the way in which our life is unfolding and all the events that are taking place amongst our experience and the conditions of those experiences. We do have some say-so over the nature of our experience based on what we're giving energy to. We have that ability. Of course we do. There's nothing that you've done wrong. But this moment, we always have the ability to return to self and recognize our own power to create. That we're creator beings experiencing ourselves. What we give our energy to, what we prepare for, has a lot to do with our experience. When we remove our energy from preparing for things outside of our control or outside of this moment, we can give our energy to that which we do prefer, the timeline of experience that we do prefer. And it's not that we've done anything or prepared ourselves in vain. You can use all that stuff. But once again, it doesn't have to be as crazy as our fear drives us to believe, or the voice in our head instructs us to believe it should be. When you let go of that control, those predictions, all those ideas, you allow for magic to integrate itself into your experience. We've said this plenty of times. Innocence is the key to a magical experience. Innocence, your innocence is the key to it having a magical experience. Magic would love to express itself in your experience. Things that you never believed were possible for your benefit, available for you to experience, hoping and wishing to happen in your life. However, that's only possible if you return to this space of innocence beyond the projections of ignorance and arrogance of the mind, and feeling as if it's been here on earth, it's old enough to understand humanity and the ways in which life works, so it knows more than what life is showing, or no more than the heart does. Well, I've been on earth long. I done seen people and humans work like this and humans do that. So, you know, you got to get this and you got to prepare for this. And you know, you got to have insurance because here on earth, this happens and that happens. And the voice just talking and talking and talking. And it's all a bunch of programs of things to be scared of. Things to prepare for that we don't want to experience. Defense mechanisms for our emotions. Things that we feel intellectually we've outsmarted or we've grown to understand about that which is infinite intelligence. And yet and still we wake up every day to a brand new day of Christmas. And the Creator continues to school us about that which is unfolding before us. Letting go is, in actuality, a part of becoming a fifth dimensional being. Becoming comfortable beyond control is a part of your evolution and becoming fifth dimensional. Releasing control. If you were to embrace more gratitude and less expectation. If you were to find find ways, to let go of control, embrace more gratitude, and less expectation, life, infinite intelligence as a whole, would find absolutely unbelievable ways to crystallize your desires into real results. Unbelievable ways to crystallize your desires. Life would. Those doors would. Those doors would find unbelievable, unspeakable ways in which to unfold or crystallize your desires into your experience. But once again, our expectations, the ego, our insistence on being right and feeling as if we know how life works, this is us closing all those doors. Because we insist on being right, and this is how things are. And usually, once again, that's how things are. We've closed all the doors. We've insisted on life being this way. Okay, so be it. There's your experience. Go and walk on through your little boring Christmas gift. Deck the halls here. Go ahead and walk through there. But when you let all that go, when you let all those expectations go, when you're just grateful, thank you. I don't know what's going to happen, but you know what? Thank you. Life is amazing. Life is amazing. I'm grateful for the opportunity to experience this. In a sense, beloved, it allows life to be magical. Life is in actuality magical by default. But of course, we've existed here in the hell planes, and we've been given all these computerized robotic ideas about the way in which life works, all these precise bureaucratic ways in which things unfold, and we've accepted those ideas. We've accepted those limitations. Many of us still accept those limitations. And such is life. Our life will exist and continue to conform to those restraints that we've accepted internally. However, if we were just to let go of these constraints, of these ideas, all of this intellectualism, mental activity, and books and authors and scholastics that we've held on to, and feeling self-important and feeling so smart, we'd actually learn something. We'd actually experience the infinite nature of life, the intelligence, the boundless nature of our experience. Collecting information, just mental stuff, just collecting a bunch of dates and names and books of people and ideas, and usually all this stuff is just, it's distortion. People attempting to understand the heart space. And all was necessary was you to sit down and be quiet and accept the beauty of your experience. Accept the wisdom of the infinite. Allowing God to show you how it's done. To show you that this is a miracle. For you to demonstrate to yourself that you're actually a master. You've actually been around the block a few times. That you're actually the ancestors you so fervently speak on. That's you. You are your ancestors. You demonstrating this to yourself is a matter of acceptance. Versus, yeah, just projection. It's a matter of demonstrating your wisdom versus trying to be smart, trying to be wise. When you're actually wise and you have enough experience, you're mature enough, you stop all the trying. Yeah, it was timely, wasn't it? There's no need to try when you're actually wise. When you're grounded within yourself, there's nothing to prove to anyone. And blurting out a bunch of random information, just talking stuff, just talking. It's like, won't you just breathe and enjoy this beauty right here? All this intelligent, all this intelligent, all of this intelligent. Enjoy it, beloved. It's intelligent to enjoy it. A lot of this stuff is like insecurity and all that, and our desire to feel a certain way. And that's okay. It's nothing. We all got our thing. We all healing. We heal as we build. That's the nature of this experience. We healing. All of us are. All of us. Everybody guilty. We all experiencing reflections. Everybody, we all up in here.